Welcome to Marvelytics, where we talk all about the Marvel Comics universe. It's been 1.5 years since Spider-Man Far From Home dropped, and since then, we have been starving for new Marvel content. But Marvel is finally back with WandaVision, and first impressions are promising. The space and time-twisting 9-episode series will be the first entry in the MCU's comeback. But what exactly is WandaVision about? Today, we'll be giving you a rundown of WandaVision's plot as well as some things you should look out for before binging the series. Let's get into it. Wanda Maximoff and Vision are two superpowered beings who are living within their ideal suburban lives. Vision and Wanda have formed a family and have two sons, Billy and Tommy. However, they suspect that not everything in this perfect neighborhood is as it seems. Although the plot for the story might be a bit short for now, Marvel has more plans to show audiences the possibilities of this alternate reality existing. Elizabeth Olsen will reprise her role in the MCU on the small screen. Olsen has been playing the Scarlet Witch Wanda Maximoff since Captain America: The Winter Soldier, when she and her brother Quicksilver, aka Pietro Maximoff, were teased in an after-credits scene. Quicksilver tragically sacrificed himself to save Hawkeye at the end of Avengers: Age of Ultron, but Wanda went on to become an Avenger. While it's debatable which Avenger is the most powerful, Wanda is a strong contender for the title and proved to be one of the squad's most effective weapons against Thanos. Wanda has a variety of abilities, including telekinesis, telepathy, and energy manipulation. In comics, she is also an immensely powerful magic user who manipulates chaos magic, allowing her to alter reality. While we have yet to see that ability manifest in the MCU, don't be surprised if WandaVision dives deeper into the more mystical side of her abilities. Co-starring alongside Olsen in WandaVision will be her frequent MCU scene partner Paul Bettany, reprising his role as Vision. His return is a surprise as he was among one of the many casualties wiped out by Thanos in Avengers: Infinity War, so maybe those reality-altering powers of Wanda have a little something to do with this yet unexplained development. Beyond his role on screen as Vision, Paul Bettany has been with the MCU as a voice actor from the beginning. However, Vision wasn't introduced as a full character until Avengers: Age of Ultron, when Tony Stark's AI assistant, Jarvis, was uploaded into an android body and brought to life using the Mind Stone. Since then, Vision has fought as an Avenger with formidable powers including super strength, flight, energy blasts, and density manipulation. Prior to Avengers: Infinity War, he and Wanda Maximoff fell in love, and the two were hoping to start a life together before Thanos' arrival put a tragic end to their plans. Vision was killed by Thanos when the Mad Titan ripped the Mind Stone out of his head in order to complete the Infinity Gauntlet. However, it seems that somehow Vision will be resurrected in WandaVision. Also appearing will be Monica Rambeau, first introduced to us in Captain Marvel as the school-aged daughter of Carol Danvers' best friend Maria. In the comics, Monica is all grown up and a superhero herself. She's gone by several codenames, including Spectrum and her own version of Captain Marvel. While we still don't know whether Monica will be suiting up as Spectrum or one of her other comic aliases, we now have confirmation that an aged-up Monica will be entering the MCU as a part of the WandaVision cast. The adult Monica will be played by Teyonah Parris. While no details have been released about exactly how Monica will factor into WandaVision, it seems likely that the events of the series could lead to her receiving her powers. Also joining the cast of WandaVision are Kat Dennings and Randall Park. Dennings, mostly known from the show Two Broke Girls, appeared in the first two Thor films as Darcy Lewis, assistant to astrophysicists Jane Foster and Eric Selvig. Darcy was last seen at the end of Thor: The Dark World, making her return in WandaVision a pleasant surprise. Helping round out the cast of WandaVision will be Ant-Man's former babysitter, S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Jimmy Woo, played by Randall Park. Like Dennings, Park's role in his previous MCU film was mainly comedic, as the FBI agent was tasked with making sure Scott Lang stuck to the restrictions of his house arrest. It's hard to see a scenario in which Wanda and Vision will cross paths with Woo and Darcy, but if there's one thing that's becoming abundantly clear about WandaVision, it's that you should expect the unexpected. Additionally, Fran Melamed and Deborah Jo Rupp play the Hearts, neighbors of Wanda and Vision, while a to-be-named actor plays Herb, another neighbor. Speculation is already rife that Herb could be Herbert Edgar Wyndham, aka the High Evolutionary, a villain who has plans to advance the evolution of humanity to his own ends and has included manipulating Wanda in those schemes in the comics. Completing the WandaVision cast is Catherine Hahn, playing a character who has only been identified as a nosy neighbor. However, many clues point towards Hahn playing the sorceress Agatha Harkness, one of the few witches who escaped the Salem witch trials. In the comics, Agatha and the Scarlet Witch have a long and complicated history. Agatha acted as Wanda's mentor, tutoring her in the ways of magic and witchcraft. Most of Wanda's greatest decisions have involved Harkness in some form. From harnessing her powers to her offspring, right up to the Scarlet Witch's eventual madness, Harkness was always there. But it's her interaction with Vision in the WandaVision trailer that offers the biggest clue to her role in the series, as she triggers Vision's consciousness to crumble as he learns more about his current state. Although Vision was one of a few fallen heroes to not be resurrected at the end of Avengers Endgame, Marvel has confirmed that WandaVision will be set after the Avengers' final battle against Thanos. But the actual timeline for WandaVision may be a lot more complicated than that, with the trailer jumping through numerous points in time, from the 1950s, mimicking memorable sitcoms about the evolving American nuclear family, to today. Elizabeth Olsen revealed that her new series would be set in the 1950s, although the trailer seems to indicate that's only partially true. Yet, for at least its first episode, the series committed to its 1950s aesthetic, filming in front of a live studio audience with the crew members dressed in 1950s-era clothing. MCU mastermind Kevin Feige and WandaVision director Matt Shakman even met with Dick Van Dyke while preparing for the show, asking the iconic sitcom star for advice. His response, based on his own experience, was, "If it couldn't happen in real life, it couldn't happen on the show." According to insider sources, WandaVision will directly lead to the events kicking off Spider-Man 3, as well as Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Elizabeth Olsen has been confirmed as a co-lead of the Doctor Strange sequel, and Kevin Feige teased that the events of WandaVision will lead Wanda right to Stephen Strange's doorstep. Whether Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange end up as allies or opponents remains to be seen, but it's safe to assume that WandaVision is going to have some unforeseen mystical consequences. There are a number of reasons why Wanda may ultimately need assistance from the Master of the Mystic Arts. Nightmare is rumored to be the main villain in Doctor Strange 2. He is the ruler of the dream dimension, and one of his most impressive abilities is that he is able to capture people in their dreams. Judging from the trailers, Wanda is going to create a new reality. Now here is where Nightmare may come into play, trapping Wanda in his nightmare realm. Maybe all the things that Wanda is doing are because Nightmare is actually making her do all this. Even after 4 films, Wanda Maximoff has yet to be called Scarlet Witch out loud in the MCU. The closest anyone has come to uttering her codename was in Avengers Age of Ultron, when Tony Stark was trying to calm down Hulk. That little witch is messing with your mind. Although she goes by both names in the comics, Wanda has always been referred to by her given name on screen. However, if Elizabeth Olsen's comments at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019 are any indication, she will finally receive her official hero title in WandaVision. The trailers for WandaVision featured some shots of Wanda and Vision looking down at 2 cribs, then jumping as 2 pacifiers pop up. This seems to confirm that these are indeed Wanda and Vision's twin sons, Billy and Tommy, whose introduction in WandaVision could have major repercussions for the rest of the Marvel Comics universe. Comics fans know that Billy and Tommy play a huge role in multiple comic storylines. In the comics, Billy and Tommy grow up to become 2 of the founding members of the Young Avengers team. While their inclusion in WandaVision may not seem significant yet, introducing the twins may be a setup for some pretty major developments in the future, leaving room for speculation. In a comic storyline, for example, Wanda's children die, but she alters the reality of Earth, creating a new world in which they are alive. Her grief over the loss of Vision could work as a setup for a similar story. If Wanda is altering reality, maybe she keeps reimagining what that reality looks like. All the pieces are in place for a grief-fueled story in which Wanda alters the world to bring back someone she loves. Elizabeth Olsen has been vocal about her excitement for her Disney Plus series, telling the audience at Marvel's Comic-Con, "We're gonna go deep, we're gonna have lots of surprises, and we're going to finally understand Wanda Maximoff as the Scarlet Witch." Kevin Feige backed up Olsen's promises, telling the audience, "Wait until you see this show. It's unlike anything we've done before." And as for the Vision himself, Paul Bettany thinks audiences are in for a unique treat with WandaVision. "It's so funny and it ends up being just this huge epic. The writing's so extraordinary." So while we may still not know exactly what to expect from the weird world of WandaVision, after seeing the excitement of everyone involved, we're sure it'll blow our minds. What excites you guys the most about WandaVision? Tell us below in the comments. If you liked the video, smash the like button, share this with a Marvel fan, and subscribe for more exciting content.